afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We just stopped at our favorite Buc-ee's. Actually, they're all our favorite Buc-ee's, so I don't know which one. This is somewhere in the middle of Georgia. And today is a very special day. One, we're taking a family member from Sarasota, Florida to her home in Indianapolis all in one day. So we are booking it. And then today is my little Francis's birthday. He's a whole 1 year old today.
Happy birthday. Just kidding.
Buc-ee's had these cute little birthday dog treats. So he's going to have fun eating his lunch while we eat our lunch. Peace.
Shakes for the memories.
Today's Saturday, and we've been parked in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin for the last 2 weeks in a church parking lot behind a church, a River City Community Church. Wonderful, just a nice place to park.
We're parked there for a week while we got the solar going, and it was in Wisconsin, Chippewa Falls. It's always usually between 75 and 80 here almost all the time in the summer.
Well, in the summer, yeah.
In summer. That week that we were working on our solar, it was really hot.
At one point I looked inside it was 99.
Yeah.
That was too
and
hot.
we didn't have air, and so, which it's fine.
And that was part of the reason why I was hot and grumpy.
Hot and angry and grumpy. I was trying to come up with a word where, you know, when you're hungry and grumpy, it's kind of called hangry. There should be another word for when things just don't go your way and you're grumpy. I'm not sure what that's called. We'll have to come up with a new word for that, because that's kind of what he was for about a week. But that's okay, because he's back to normal now. And
hot and grumpy.
so after we got that all fixed, then we actually rented a car. We parked Harvey. He was in a safe spot. We left Chuck the truck and we left Harvey the RV in a safe parking spot at the church we were staying at. And we rented a car and drove, I think it was like, I don't know how many miles it is. It took us 2 long days to get back home to Sarasota.
It was like 1,600 miles, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we took 2 days to do that. We got to Sarasota, our hometown. We needed to work for the 4th of July weekend at the ice cream store. We had one of our busiest weekends. It was great that we were there.
So we had the opportunity then, our son-in-law's sister needed to get from Sarasota back up to Indianapolis, and so we said, well, we'll drive her. So we drove 18 hours one day, left at 5 in the morning, got to Greenfield at 11 o'clock at night. That was a super long day.
But we got to go to Buc-ee's, which is always a treat.
Right. And then the next day was just a 8-hour road day.
Yep.
That actually was pretty easy. That was 8 hours on the road, and it turned into 9 hours, and then we went from Eastern to Central time, so it made it 8 hours and that kind of thing. But Wendy had a migraine all day. So anyway, we are back in Chippewa Falls, and figured we'd come down and see the falls. And we will be here, this is a Saturday, we'll be here tomorrow, and then Monday we are heading on to this leg of the journey that we call raising the sails and just letting the wind blow. We don't quite know where all we're going to go. Kinda, I mean, you gotta make some plans. So we know that we'll go from here, work our way to Fargo, and then from there we're gonna head down to South Dakota, spend time on the wall, go in and have some, do they have like 10-cent coffee or something? What was it they have there? No, it's water, it's free water. That's what it is. Like they actually, they actually, I think if I remember right, when you go in, it's like don't they like have signs all that you have
so many times.
You have like free water.
Okay.
You can get free water.
Okay, cool. We'll get some free water.
Meaning drinking water, not like fresh water. I know. And then from there we'll keep on heading west. Anyway, this is our update. Here comes Francois and Wenda. Not coming very fast, I might add, but I believe they are coming. I just don't have one of those whistles. That is the Chippewa Falls.
Good morning. We are getting ready to leave Chippewa Falls. Harvey has been here for over 3 weeks and we have been here for 2. We are in the process of dumping our tanks and filling up with a little bit of water because we are going to a harvest host tonight, and I think they have water and electric. If I'm remembering correctly, they are, so we're not going to put a whole lot of water in, right? And we have Francis up here barking away in the truck. He's so afraid we're going to leave him. You need to stop barking, okay? So we're kind of in a land of not knowing what we're supposed to be doing. We came into a holiday gas station truck stop and there wasn't any room for RVs in the holiday part, and so we came over to Petro right behind it. I think they're related, but we don't know, and we see no RVs and we don't know how to run everything, so I think Roger had to go in and ask, but that's just kind of what you have to do when you don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. Just have a hard time making it work.
Oh, it's not working?
I had to leave my card in there.
Trying to find out what to do, and Francis just thinks it's awful that we're outside without him. Getting ready to enter our second ever
Hey.
We're out on a walk in Fargo, North Dakota. It's a really sweet park.
Is it Lindenwood Park?
Lindenwood Park.
Lindenwood Park and Campground. And so we're at the Lindenwood Campground, but then we walked over to the Lindenwood Park, which is all, it seems to be the same thing. And we met a really nice young mom and asked her what there is to do in Fargo. And we keep on getting sort of the same answers, like, well, there's this park and there's that park, or you can walk over here to that footbridge and go to that park, or that botanical gardens. That's nice. And so apparently that's what there is to do in Fargo.
So I think we're gonna try and do all of that when we're not working. We'll get out and enjoy the next 3 weeks. We're taking our time getting to our destination in Washington.
We're gonna be here 3
3
more
days, yeah. Nah, you'll have to keep up with this, but we're just taking our time and doing a little bit of sightseeing, which we hardly ever do. So stay tuned for more fun. Our dog does not know how to walk on a leash. We're still training. He's terrible, but that's okay. That is how you should
I'm
walk.
pretty sure right now we are in Minnesota. I'm positive of it.
Crazy.
Because we just crossed that bridge back there when we came to it, walked from North Dakota into Minnesota. Minnesota. This is a pretty nice park. Greenwood, I think. I'm so bad at saying what the names of it are, but it feels like it's something like Greenwood. It's whatever the footbridge is across from, not Linwood. It's not Linwood. Leinenkugel. And now we are in North Dakota because we just crossed that bridge back there when we came to it. And we are in, what's it called, Wendy? Lindenwood. Not Linwood.
Explain what our problem is today.
I was so efficient at getting right up next to it that now we're standing in mud just to do it.
Yeah.
And our shoes are just caked. Awful.
The campground, we had a major storm last night and had hail and all that kind of stuff, which that's fine, but the ground is just awful. And we have mud in the trailer. I tried mopping this morning, and every time we came back in, I mean, it wasn't very fun. And you can see how everything is just, our welcome mats, everything got just caked with mud. And so getting ready, it's a go day for us, traveling 6 hours. I have these wet mats in the back of the RV or down below in the basement, and just hoping that it's not going to create a problem.